Aaron White here with White Stock and Produce. Today I decided to show you how I move my cows through the mob grazing system. Right now they are sitting on a 6-acre piece that I've worked through. I've been doing a ½ acre every 12 hours, so an acre a day. So it's September 6th, and I'm actually getting ready to move them right across this poly wire here into this paddock. The reason why I have to set up these paddocks the way I do is because I only have one watering system, and that is past that dead elm tree you see out there. Just down below there is the pond that they drink out of. Now the way I have to set up this is kind of like a wagon wheel spoke, I guess you could say. And so I kind of work my way around and give them what they need, and through water and their feed. This plot that I'm moving to over here is going to be just an acre. As you can see, the corn's right there. So in order for me to effectively set this up, I'd have to back graze in order for them to go get a drink. So I just basically give them this whole acre, and then just on the other side of the trees I have a poly wire that runs down, and then it kind of funnels them down this little waterway here into the pond where they're able to get a drink. I think mob grazing is effective. It's September, and if you look at the pasture, it looks great. The cows have really been able to effectively eat everything that's in front of them. You got a few seed heads here and there that are sticking up, but for the most part they eat it, and what they don't eat they definitely trample down, as you can see. This provides better concentration with the cow's dung, and that's fertilizer. I am a beginning farmer, so I do not have the resources to buy the fertilizer, so I have to have the cows do it for me. And so as you can see, the cow patties are fairly close together. There's one, and there's one about 2 feet away. There's an older one from before, one right over here. And as you can see, they really concentrate their manure in one spot, and that allows for a healthier paddock. So I'm gonna get moving them. Come, boss! Let's go, girls! So, boss! So, boss! Let's go, girls! Come on, girls! Come on, girls! Normally I move them, it wouldn't be till about 6 o'clock. It's about 3:30 right now, so they're kind of filled up on the forage that they want, so it takes a little prying to get them coming. Let's go, girls! So, boss! There we go. My boss cow, she usually has to lead the way. Got to convince her, and once she's convinced, then the rest follow. So, boss! Come on, girls! Come, boss! Come, boss! As you can see, as the cows are coming, there are some fence posts out there, and I kind of weave down. So I would go near this house over here, work my way down, and then I come back up and then work back down this way. And every time I drop the fence just to give them a little bit more room. And the only reason why they were hanging there was the shade. But it's been amazing. I've been getting a lot of compliments on the way the pasture looks. Come on, girls! Come, boss! Come, boss! So I got the fencing set up here. Now, I don't buy the actual clips, I just do this, make sure the fence is up or you're going to get a full jolt. But anyway, I roll it up and they'll walk by me here. You guys can get a good look on them. Come on, boss! Let's go, girls! Come on, girls! up close and personal with them. While I move them, I also check their left side, and I look at the left side, and if it's indented, that means they're not getting enough feed, and if it's filled out, that means that their bellies are full. So here comes the rest. And then the calves kind of fall in. Now usually I set up the high tensile so that the calves can go underneath. They call this creep grazing, which allows them to get the most nutritious plants. They can go underneath the fence. Some of these calves are a little bit larger, so they can't quite fit, but they're able to go underneath the fence and get the good stuff. As you can see, they're kind of crossing there. But it's called creep grazing. You can control that by just on that fiberglass post there, sliding the insulator down, and then you can definitely control where the calves go and where they can't go. So, come on, guys. So last year with my calving, I kind of made a mistake. So that's why you see calves that are like this one right here. She's probably, I'd say 400, 425. And then you got these smaller calves, especially these two. These are my last two calves that were calved, and they were calved in middle of July. So there's been a difference in size, and I plan on stopping that this year with a 60-day window. And I'll explain more why I went with a come on, guys. I'll explain more why I went with what I did last year later when I talk about calving and kind of the mistake that I made with that. But anyway, calves are kind of hesitant. My dog's with me. They don't like them too much, but so the calves are looking great. They're excelling in this system as well. She's one of my better looking heifers that I got. But what's nice about this is once you get them trained to do it, they kind of just know what to do, and so if you keep any heifers, they're used to your system. So as you can see, the calves are kind of heading over. I'm sure they're probably going to go find somewhere to get a shade. But anyway, mob grazing, I'll definitely show some more examples throughout the next couple of years and kind of just show you the progress that's being made with the mob grazing. But I think it's something that you can take just a small piece of land and raise your stocking rates up and get cows to graze it, and you raise your stocking rate. So I want to go about 100,000 pounds on 1 acre of land. So typically that's why I was doing the half acre there. Typically springtime I usually go 1/4 of an acre, and then into summer I'll do 1/4 of an acre, and then kind of in the fall I kind of open it up a little bit because I don't have the time to come out here all the time, and so a half acre allows me to continue to move them, but it's just a lot quicker movement for the cows. Another thing that I do want to touch on with mob grazing, the stocking rate, you got to mess around with it, but if you had 30 acres of pasture and you did a half acre a day or a half acre a day, that 30 acres by the time you'd reach back to the beginning would essentially be 60 days. And 30 days is when the ammonia from the urine evaporates off, and then they'll eat that piece of grass. But if you go under 30 days, there'll be like a lot of clumps of grass that they won't touch, and it's because of that ammonia. So 60 days would be ideal. I try to get the cows through 60 days and hit it again, or else the grass really starts to hit. It kind of becomes rank, and the cows don't really like it. They kind of get pick and choosy, and then they beller at you every time you're out. So anyway, I hope this helps you. Use the information any way you can, and happy farming. Thank you.